Maldives is a small, open economy with perfect capital mobility and no exchange controls. It has been a development success story in the region, with economic growth averaging about 7% over the last 3 decades. Fishing and tourism sectors were the main drivers of economy in the early 1980s. After 2001, the secondary sector became the second highest contributing sector to the Maldivian economy, while tourism remained as the dominant sector. The real gross domestic product, GDP, growth registered 8.5% in 2014, while expected growth for this year is about 10.5%. In recent years, the Maldivian economy has been driven by a vibrant tourism industry. Tourism has expanded since 1972 and is the largest industry in the Maldives. It plays an important role in generating foreign exchange revenues and creating employment opportunities in the tertiary sector. Recently, tourist arrivals from China and other emerging source markets saw a marked increase, while arrivals from the European market slowed down. Arrival numbers grew by 7% in 2014 and reached a record high of 1.2 million. Gross earnings from tourism activities are estimated at about $2.6 billion in 2014. The construction industry is booming with the resumption of large-scale public sector infrastructure projects and major housing projects. Moreover, newly commenced public sector infrastructure projects, particularly harbour construction projects, and the pickup in private residential projects boosted construction activity in 2014. Fishing is critically important for the livelihood of a vast majority of Maldivians. It is also the second major source of foreign exchange earnings to the country. In 2014, the fisheries sector contributed about 48% of the country's export revenue, recorded at $144 million. The performance of the global economy, in particular economies of major trading partners, international commodity prices, and international exchange rate fluctuations, are influential in determining the path of inflation in Maldives. Inflation is expected to remain below 2% for 2015. A substantial revenue surplus from the tourism industry and the growing external financial inflows help to finance our continuous trade and current deficits. According to the latest estimates by the central bank, the current account deficit recorded $191.1 million in 2014, which is equivalent to 6% of GDP. The financial account registered a net inflow of $510.3 million in 2014, compared with a net inflow of $62.6 million during 2013. By the end of 2014, the gross international reserve stood at $614.7 million, or 3.7 months of imports. The Maldivian financial sector offers a promising, cost-competitive business environment for financial institutions. The country has shown progress in adopting advanced information and communications technology, along with an increase in the number of skilled finance professionals over the last decade. The Maldivian financial sector is in the nascent stages of development, as it is comprised of a few regional and international banks, along with a few insurance companies and other financial institutions. However, with the promising new vision of the government to position Maldives as a sophisticated international financial services hub in the Indian Ocean, progress and prosperity is undeniable. The success of the Maldivian financial sector has always been its discipline and its regard for financial regulation and supervision. In regulating the sector, the central bank adheres to international best practices to facilitate a sound regulatory environment and to minimize risks. Key incentives for foreign investment include the right to incorporate 100% foreign investments, legally backed investment guarantee, freedom to use foreign managerial, technical and unskilled employees, no foreign exchange restrictions, no restrictions on the repatriations of earnings or profits, no capital controls, easy entry into the financial sector, provision for overseas arbitration of disputes, and long-term contractual agreements and long-term lease of land. Maldives is well known for its strategic location ever since ancient times. The islands, located in the middle of the Indian Ocean, acts as a major gateway connecting the east-west shipping routes and also connecting Southeast Asia and China to the Mideast and Europe. The location of the country, along with its pristine environment and natural beauty, are the key strengths that have attracted investors, who remain confident of the Maldivian dream. The Maldives economy has been fairly resilient to global shocks, as has been proved during the last decade. Now the country is taking steps to realize its vision of being a high-income country. With the objective of creating a more inclusive economy, the Maldives is now diversifying into new strategic economic sectors, and a conscious effort is made to increase investment and trade with Asia and the Middle East. The building blocks to achieve these are being laid by the government. The Maldives has been implementing multiple market reforms, which will enable to better integrate the country into the global financial markets, embracing technological revolutions to attract global business. The Special Economic Zone (SEZ) Act now facilitates a flexible regulatory environment for mega foreign investments in the Maldives. One of the areas for investment in these zones is international financial services. With the new changes brought to the regulatory environment, investment in this area is highly attractive. Maldives envisages establishing an international financial hub in the South Asia region. Presently, the Maldives Monetary Authority adopts a well-rounded, level playing field approach towards Islamic finance through its regulatory framework, and this has increased financial sector's investments in Islamic finance in recent years. Maldives welcomes investments in this area to make the financial sector to be more diverse and vibrant. The Maldives offers a host of opportunities for investors seeking to broaden their horizons. Come work with us. We look forward to seeing you in the Maldives soon.